Who is Nida Blanca? Why she is so popular? Why her death sent millions of Filipinos in shock? Who was involved in her death? But before we continue to our story, please like and subscribe to my channel. I upload random mystery videos once a week, so better hit the notification bell so you'll be updated for my latest video. Thank you. Born as Dorothy Ginto Jones on January 6, 1936 in municipality of Gapan, Noabar, Ecija. The only child of Inosenya Velez Ginto and American national John William Jones II. Nida Blanca was only 13 when she joined an amateur singing contest in Manila. On 1951, when she was only 15, actress Delia Razon brought her to LVN matriarch Narcisa de Leon, aka Doña Sisang, which the one gave her the stage name Blanca, because she said she had a very fair complexion, and she later on used it as her last name. Doña Sisang immediately cast her in a movie, Reina Elena. This was followed by Amor Mio on the same year. Nida Blanca starred in over 163 movies and 14 television shows. And one of those TV shows was a TV comedy series called John N. Marcia, run from 1973 to 1990. She also received over 16 awards for movies and 6 awards for television. Blanca was married twice. First, on 1957, with Victorino Torres, and had a daughter named Kay. She was 2 years old only when Blanca separated to his dad. She later married her second husband, Roger Lawrence Strunk, an American singer and actor, known by his screen name, Rod Lauren, in Las Vegas, in 1979. On November 7, 2001, Blanca was found brutally murdered, beaten, and stabbed 5 times in the left cheek, 5 times in the left armpit, 2 at the back, and 1 below the left ear. A stab that hit the jugular, and another that pierced her larynx, in the back seat of her green Nissan Sentra, in the parking lot of Atlanta Center, in Green Hills, San Juan, Metro, Manila, where she worked for the Movie and Television Review and Classification Board, attending screenings and rating movies twice a week at the time of her death. The PNP CIDG launched the Task Force Marcia, headed by Chief Director Nestrio Gualberto, for immediate resolution of the case. November 14th, tens of thousands of fans lined to the streets leading to Loyola Memorial Park in Marikina City to witness the funeral of actress Nida Blanca. Millions more tuned into their television and radio sets as local stations temporarily junked regular programming to provide coverage of the funeral that lasted more than 4 hours. Moments after Blanca was interred, a ranking official of Task Force Marcia said at Camp Crame that police were now ready to arrest her killers. Director Nestrio Gualberto revealed that while the task force is not ruling out any possible twist to the case, the probe has so far pointed to a personal grudge of someone who was personally known to Blanca as the motive for the killing. But he refused to identify the supposed mastermind. After a week or so, Task Force Marshal presented Pedro Philip Medel Jr. He confessed to killing movie actress Nida Blanca. He had turned himself in, claiming he was bothered by his conscience. He said that Rod Strunk, Blanca's American husband, through a certain Mike Martinez, contracted him to torture Nida into producing a document related to her will. Medel claimed he was offered $3,922 with $980 down payment to kill Blanca, adding that Strunk and two mannish-looking women assisted him in force Blanca to submit some documents that she should have signed. When the actress could not do so, Medel said he was ordered to stab her. But on November 23, during a preliminary investigation at the Justice Department, Philip Medel sought an apology, became hysterical, and claimed that investigators tortured him. To say that Rod Strunk had masterminded the killing of his wife. In an interview with his wife, Medel said that all the evidence of his alleged participation in Blanca's murder was planted by investigators. And, because of the retraction, Strunk's lawyer, Alma Malyonga, asked presiding officer and prosecutor, Emmanuel Velasco, to drop the accusations made against Strunk. Even a government physician said there were no fresh signs of torture on Medel, apart from handcuff marks on his wrists. The custody and the investigation is still being transferred to National Bureau of Investigation. Rod Strunk flew to the U.S. on January 10, 2002, to visit her sick mother. July 17, 2002, NBI filed murder to Medel and parricide against Strunk, but he did not return to face the charges against him, despite having submitted an undertaking stating that he would return. On May 13, 2003, however, federal agents, acting on an extradition request from the Philippine government, arrested Strunk and placed him in the Sacramento County Jail, pending an extradition hearing. In November 2003, U.S. Judge Gregory Hallows junked the Philippine government's bid for Strunk's extradition, after claiming the justification submitted to his office had full of loopholes. Strunk was then ordered released from jail. On July 11, 2007, Strunk committed suicide by jumping from a second-floor balcony of the Tracy Inn in Tracy, California, where he had been staying for the previous 3 days. But Shari Groves, sister of Strunk, strongly believed that it's only an accident. And on April 7, 2010, Dr. Alan Custodio, of the Pasig General Hospital, said Philip Medel died of sepsis stemming from pneumonia at about 8:45 p.m. after a 2-day confinement. He carried to his grave what could be the only hope of finding out who really killed Nida Blanca. For almost 2 decades no one was convicted in court. For most people, Rod Strunk and Philip Medel are still the culprits. Or are they also victims of the tragedy that took place? Most people want to justify the tragedy that took the life of actress Nida Blanca. But there are a few people who just want to hide the truth. But for me, the happy memories left by Nida Blanca will remain alive forever. Please join me again in the next investigation into the events that have taken place and left many questions unanswered for a long time. here in Random Mystery Avenue. I hope you all enjoy watching this video. Until next time. Thank you.